very good morning to viewers. So we are again with the NISARG, Network of Indian Scientists and Academics in Research in Germany. So we are very happy to meet you all in the new episode, and we have today a very young scientist, researcher working in Hannover. He's working in a very special field, which is not normally very common field, and it's a very highly specialized research, and which also deals with a lot of, let's say, public understanding of it, or the more, let's say, more visibility into the public diaspora in terms of discussions as well. So that's something which is not always also common when you do research. It's not every day you are, your topic or the research you are doing is being talked in the public. So we are very happy to have him today. Dr. Vinay is today with us, and he, as the name suggests, to an extent you can understand that he is a person of Indian origin. And so we will go through in the next 30-40 minutes a dialogue with Dr. Vinay, discussing about how what was his earlier interest, and in the childhood, and what was his earlier education all about, and how he chose the let's say educational field in his bachelor higher education, and then how he landed in Germany, and also this institution. What did he do? How did you come through? And what is his passion about? And at the last phase, we will also discuss a bit on the general public awareness of what's the whole topic about, and why it is so important, not only for Germany, but also otherwise as well. So that's all as for this episode. And thank you again for giving us the support, and thanks once again for the Consulate General of India for hosting this NISARG, and realizing and hosting it regularly. And you can all watch all the episodes of NISARG whenever it is done. We upload into the Consulate General of India website in Hamburg, but it's also available in the YouTube. We'll also inform that to Facebook. So very good morning, Vinay. Very happy to have you. Thanks for taking time to be part of the NISARG episode. And I'm sure we will have a good next half an hour or 40 minutes to discuss about many things, and also that could benefit largely the Indian diaspora working here also, but also the those who are interested in Indian research and education who are in Germany internationally and also otherwise. So to start with, could you please briefly explain where you are from, and what was your early education all about, and how you got this whole idea of today at a very early stage, or later during your studies, some professors or individuals influenced you, or how you came about the passion of this. So that would be very interesting to have your personal journey before we go into the actual scientific part of it. Vinay, please.
Thank you very much, Bala, for the invitation. I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to talk about my journey to Germany, or to my present job, to be more precise. Right. I studied environmental engineering in India as my bachelor's, and at that time, there are not. When you pass out of your +2, you really have not real idea here. So you're greatly influenced by, I am greatly influenced by the elders and their suggestions, and also based on the experience that you have seen as a child. So engineering was a very strong suggestion for me to pursue. And it so happened that I could get a seat in environmental engineering, which is also a very interesting subject. It's still very at present, it's a really hot topic, environmental engineering. And the thing was, in India, the whole curriculum was focused more on more like public health matters, wastewater engineering, water treatment, urban drainage, and such things. So I'm sanitary engineering, in between a bit to the side. So after finishing my engineering, by then I already had an idea that it would be difficult to have the career which I wanted, which was more like in the scientific way. But then I had the opportunity while I was finishing engineering to go into campus recruitment. Then I got selected by Infosys, and there I received my first training in software engineering aspects, right? And then I worked for nearly a year and a half, or maybe a little bit more, at Infosys, where it was basically a period of time where I was regrouping to decide what I would want to do further. Because very soon I found out that I would not want to continue there for a really long time. And then parallelly, I started taking up entrance exams. So I got a suggestion from my father to apply for Indian Engineering Service exam. And I personally wanted to do master's, so I took up GATE. But the challenge was none of these exams offer environmental engineering as a subject, right? So you have to take civil engineering and prepare for the civil engineering exam, which means you have to study things which was not in my curriculum, like structural engineering, for example, or some strength of materials or such advanced topics. So even in the preparation phase, I was not optimally ready to have a really good chance at the exam, but I took it anyway because, like most Indian people wanting to study further, your preference is to do it in India, right? Do it at a good institution in India. So that was also my preference, but that did not turn out to be a choice, because if you go in leaving out certain subjects because you have never studied them in your engineering, then there's only so much you can do in the entrance exam itself. So that was not a very successful attempt. But it was the preparation helped me. So then I started to look outside, the suggestion also coming from my uncle, because he's working in the US as an associate professor, that why not try to study outside India. And then I tried to study that, and then again, then it's a question of finances, which had to be clarified. And so I was from the beginning on the back foot to go to the US, because I know tuition is really high there. Although the Indian community is really big, it would not have been a problem to be welcome there and to find my feet there. But for me, the finances was personally important, because my parents were bearing the expenses, and I did not want to burden them more than necessary.
Right.